Okay, so the purpose of this video is to help you with the removal of the rear door panel on a 2004 Yukon. Mine is a Yukon Denali XL, and the window stopped rolling all the way up, so I had to take the door panel off. Now I didn't videotape the removal procedure because I had trouble with it, and I searched YouTube and couldn't find anything exactly like my model, so I actually missed one of the screws that were holding this panel in place, and as I lifted it up I pulled too hard and broke the plastic. So you don't want to do that. So hopefully this video, putting it back together, I will help you see where the screws are that hold it in place so you don't have that kind of accident. Okay, so this is the door panel off, and I didn't find one bolt on this thing, so I managed to break it in one place, and I hope this video helps people not make the same mistake. Here it is off of the door. I had to take it off because my window quit closing. This is an old vehicle with 200,000 miles, so it's kind of understandable. I had to just take it off and lube it, and when I took the door panel off, funny thing happened. This fell out, which is pretty strange. I'm not the first owner of this vehicle. I think there were several kids from the previous owner. I'm not sure if that's what actually caused the issue, but all of a sudden the window quit rolling all the way up. So now what I did is I took it apart and lubed it quite a bit. I used white lithium grease, this stuff here. This is not focusing. White lithium. And then this plastic thing just pulls off. It's got this gummy material that holds it in place. So I'll just show you the mechanism back in here with the white lithium grease on it. And now the window is, I lube both sides, by the way, of course. The window is going all the way up now, albeit a little bit slow, but sure goes down quick. Anyway, it's lubed, and I think that will take care of the issue. Well, hopefully my light is okay, but I want to just show you how this goes in. So before I go too far, there are clips on the bottom of the door, or the door panel, that go into these holes down at the bottom. Let me see if I can see those. Yeah, they go into these two holes, two holes there and there. So I'll just start by hanging that in those holes. In here I'm going to put this panel in and then slide this switch for the up and down window, slide it up into that panel. So that's pretty basic. Okay, the switch is in, the two little clips at the bottom, and by the way, there's a third one up here. Let's see if you can see that. There's a clip right there. Not a clip, but a little hanger thing. And then there's two more at the top. One right there, and one at the back. You can see it hanging down back in there, right down in there. And just got to make sure those go into the appropriate holes that are there for them. Hole there. So you push in and then down, and that's how it just kind of hangs in place. But the main thing this video is for is to show you the two bolts that I missed one of and broke. So put the clips in. In, and then push down. And that's pretty basic. It just holds fine. It's nice and tight. Okay, so next This piece here just goes around the door handle like that. It snaps in place. Snapped out pretty easily with a little screwdriver pry in it, or a putty knife. Okay, so that snaps in. And then this piece here, which is the door lock. Let's get a close-up of that. So that's the door lock. Lock, unlock. And then this is the piece that goes in there. When it's unlocked, it shows red, of course. So that's unlocked that direction. On the back of this, it just has a little hole that this pin goes into. So slide that in. Of course, I'm reassembling, and because I didn't take any video of the disassemblies, but this should help you see where to take things out. This, by the way, did not have to come, well, it may have had to come out, because when you raise the door up, it would probably hit this, it would catch on this pin here. So probably was necessary to undo this. Lock, unlock. Okay, these are the only two bolts, or they're like sheet metal screws, that are holding the panel on. They are 7mm heads, and I'll show you the location. The first one that I did find is right in here. So you can kind of see, if it's focusing, you can see the screw hole there. So that's just right above the door handle, kind of hidden away underneath the armrest. Okay, first screw in. The location of the screw that I missed is down at the bottom of the door. Down here, hidden away, kind of. It just wasn't obvious to me. It's right there in that corner. So bottom left corner, and you can see what happened when I pulled up on the door. I just busted that out. So I'm going to put it in, but I'm going to put a little flat washer there, just to hold it better. And that is all the bolts that hold this thing in. So I've added a flat washer between the washer that was there, and then there's this plastic piece that broke off. It's like a little standoff that can go back in place and hopefully hold the door correctly, hold the panel correctly. So we just thread this in, find the hole. Looks good. One thing I want to add is when I was starting, I just grabbed here and pulled out, and I was actually able to pull out a little bit, but that's not the right way to do it. Don't do that. Take the two bolts out that I showed you, the one right up in here and the one down the bottom, and then just lift the panel up. Take this out first, because I'm afraid that would catch on the little pin that makes the lock mechanism work. But you don't have to take the electric the switch out necessarily. It will hang there on the cable if you don't take it out, and you'll still be able to get to the door. It's up to you. There's a connector on the back that you could disconnect rather than popping this out. So that's what there is to it. Goes down fast, goes up slow. I had an airplane that had landing gear that did the exact same thing. Down fast, up slow. By the way, I noticed on the YouTube videos that I saw, they always say the first step is to disconnect the battery. Well, if I had done that, I have no idea how I would have gotten the window to go up and down and lube the track as it goes up and down, which is kind of important. So disconnect the battery, not so much. If this video was helpful to you, please hit the subscribe button.